Hello YouTube, just a quick video. I bought myself a Land Rover Defender 2008 and very quickly realised that the stock radio in it was a little bit pants, no Bluetooth or anything like that. Spending quite a bit of time in it, so I needed a bit of talk safely. So I decided I would invest in a new stereo and a dash fascia to allow a double DIN touchscreen with CarPlay. So this video is about changing single DIN to double DIN. The reason I'm making the video is, like most people do, I checked YouTube out to see how to do something, and there wasn't anything necessarily available. What I would say is I'm not an expert. I've never done this before, so I guess that'll be pretty handy for people to see exactly what goes on, what doesn't go on, how you actually get it in and out. You'll notice my Defender has a hole in the dash here. Obviously previous owners had something going on there, so you do get a separate panel which I believe is supposed to go here, but because mine's got a hole in there, I'm going to choose to put it that side, cover that hole up. It's only really going to take the hazard warning light, probably the fog, something like that. What I probably will do is make sure this will reach before. I suppose I could relocate it down there. Anyway, let's go on that side. Right, wish me luck. So first thing first, take the stereo out. Now you're just going to need a couple of stereo removal tools. I don't think there's too much. There's plenty of videos already showing you how to get that out, so I won't go into too much detail. Next thing you'll see is the stereo's out. Okay, so that's the stereo out. You see the aerial connection there and the power. I'll need to see which ones we've got on the new radio. To get the dash out now, you need a T30 Torx bit, and there's, from what I can see, just two Torx screws there. Let's get on and whip that out. Okay, they're obviously going to be needed again, so I'm going in the cubby box. Right, not really sure how the rest of this comes out. Take that out, don't need that. Look at that, that doesn't seem to be attached to the heater controls. So looking at the back side of this one, looks like something just pushes in up there, maybe there. It looks like it just pulls off, so let's give it a go. Oh yeah, it's the top, just ease it out. That's it. Well, that was easy enough. So now there's obviously a lot of connections on the back. Clock. See how this comes out. Looks like there's a little pin you just need to push in. Yeah. That's the clock. Electric windows. This has got electric windows, would you believe? That's the drivers and the passengers. I think what I'll do, I'll just take a little photograph of this as well first. So bear with me a minute. So they can see the back of the dash. The clock, the vents, etc. Okay, that'll do. Welcome back. I'm just going to unplug all these. I'll probably just fast forward this, I would say. That's strange, they're just blanks, but there's actually wires for them, usual. Another 2 blanks here. There's connectors on the back. Maybe just because it's a standard wiring loom or something. Hazard warning lights. The top one's off. Now the bottom. So cigarette light there. Light. Again, blank. Don't know. Blank. And the aircon. Right, so there's the dash out, the fascia. Compare them side by side. I went for a piano black one purely because this Defender's got some gloss black bits on it. You can get these in matte black. What I would say, something that I discovered, is some kits don't come with this vent bit here, and you have to actually cut the old one off, which I didn't really like the sound of that. I'm sure it's not the worst thing in the world to do, but some kits come with the vents, some kits don't, so make sure you look for a kit with the vents, make it a lot easier. Also, some of the kits don't come with these heater decals already on the back. Some kits you've got to peel this off, and obviously that's a recipe for something else going wrong. So yeah, I'll put the link to where I got this from, just off eBay, but seem pretty good company. So I've bought this myself, not endorsing them at all, but I'll put the link in the description below. Right, next thing I guess is the clock. That just looks like 4 Torx screws again. Just those 1, 2, 3, 4 to get that out. And I guess we need to figure out how to get these buttons. They look like they just push out, to be fair. We'll transfer those over. Again, making sure I've got enough cable to get the switches to where I need them to be. Fog light was the only one, I think. I'll probably have to go down there beside the air conditioning. Right, welcome back. That's the switch gear switched over. So new dash with the buttons in, old dash or old console without them, and obviously the smaller section just going to go there. Not looking forward to cutting that piece out. The only thing it's got in really is the hazard warning light, and the other 4 blanks are together. Sure, I'll find some switches to put in there at some point. Right, I'm very not looking forward to this bit, cutting the dash. Let's hope it goes alright. One thing I've noticed just before we swap this over, there's a couple of things on the inside, the little metal clips, so they're obviously going to have to be swapped over to the new console, but also some, I don't really think you can see that very well, but some foam, I guess it's like insulation. It's just going to make the seal between the air duct and the actual vent itself. So I'm going to have to try and source some of that. Good thing about YouTube is you don't have to source it, I'll go and get it and see you back here. Okay, so I need to mark out the square for this new section. With the kit comes this metal template. Just sort of line it up. Make sure it's nice and straight. It's just slightly bigger than the hole, this template, so I'm going to do 3 sides. And cut slightly smaller. Obviously, you can widen it out later. Can't make it any smaller. Go for there, I think. Well, I can pretty much say that, I think. On the inside of it. God knows when I'm going to cut it with yet. But you can see that sort of fits over there. But there's a bit of planing on the side. There's little lugs, but they don't seem to really bite into anything on here. So I'm not really sure what that's for. It's almost like this is a little bit too big, but we'll try. So what I'm thinking of doing is drilling all 4 corners. This corner from next door. Drilling all 4 corners and then trying to join it up. Maybe with a Dremel or something similar. Right, take it from there. Right, I've decided black pen on black dash isn't the world's greatest contrast. So I'm going to try and identify this with some masking tape. And I'm in the midst of cutting it. It's obviously got some sort of dash cleaner on. Bloody hell. It's not great, don't want it moving. Why do garages put whatever that is on dashes when you buy cars? Jeez. Well, let's kind of scuppered that a little bit, and also maybe try and wipe it off somehow. Silicon's not the world's best thing for getting off. What I want to do. I suppose I could drill all 4 corners and then scribe it down. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Right, back to the drill. Right, here we go. Drilling holes into my beloved dash. Right, where's the corner? It's there, exactly there. One. Black on black's hard to see. 2, 3, kind of in the right place. 4, there's the corners. See if I can get something to scribe a line onto there. Just double check with this. Yeah, they're all inside. Yeah, right, scribe. Well, it would appear I haven't got a scribe, so safety first and all that. I'm going to use a razor blade. Right, use this as a guide. Let me just bend that round a little bit so it sits more with the contour of the dash. Well, that's definitely give me a line and across the top. Right, that's it marked out. I don't know whether you can see that. But there you go. Now to cut it. Right, this is what I've chosen to use. It's a wee, what is it? Silverline. It's like a Dremel multi. Cheap version. Right, so I'm going to do a little test cut. I've gone slow. I need a bit more speed. Yeah, well, that seems to be working. Get the top first. Coming down from above will be better. We get a decent sort of angle. Yeah, that's going to be better. Seems to be going alright. One thing I would say, make sure you've got glasses on, safety glasses or whatever. It's spitting bits of molten plastic at us. That's through there. I guess another thing you've got to be careful is you don't score the top of the dash with the shaft that's spinning. I think the trick is just to go a little bit at a time. Don't try and be too greedy. That looks like it's right the way through. The thing is, the back of it's reinforced, so you might have to cut some further bits away. It's a bit scary, this, isn't it? Cutting your dash to bits. So you can see it's not the neatest, but as long as it's smaller than the hole, I can widen it out later. Keep going. think now that line's established, probably the best thing to do is get a hacksaw blade and just go sort of through it. So hacksaw blade it is. Right, I've taken it out of the saw, so I think that's probably the easiest way to see where it's connected. Let me just check behind. There's nothing behind there, is there, that I need to be worried about? No, it's pretty clear. That's it. There you go. So as you can see on the back of it, there's some reinforcing there, so you've got to cut. Obviously the Dremel didn't get right through that. Right. Neatened up a touch, but that was pretty uneventful. Haven't slid across the dash and scratched the hell out of it. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say that'll be a little bit too tight to fit this in, but see where it's going to go. It's just a wee bit tight. It's better tight than slack. That's just how it's going to sit. So what I'm probably going to do overnight, I'll put a brace here and I'll just push it tight with some Sikaflex, some sort of sealant on the back, just to keep it in place, and let it sit there overnight and just push in, and hopefully that will just make it look a little bit neater. Okay. Right, that's that section in. So the radio, what I've chosen is an Alpine ILX-700. I think they're also called a ILX-007. Seems to depend where you buy it from. Anyway, that's the radio. What does it look like in the fascia? It looks like this. So pretty neat, I think. Quite pleased with that. You actually install it into the dash piece itself, so you get these little brackets. That comes with the dash kit. What doesn't come with the dash kit, which is quite annoying, is these little two either side. So I had to find some screws. So I don't think they're ideal. Obviously you don't want them going too long, or they'll go through into the front. So anyway, that's that. Also we have fitted, or at least run the wire for the microphone, so that'll go up here somewhere. The USB auxiliary input for the CarPlay, and what else have we done? Reversing camera, so just the lead for the reversing camera. So they're just going to sit down there out of the way for now. I'm not really sure what's happening with that yet. Right, we'll get that in and I'll see you in a bit. Right, so something we need to do is put some more draft excluder down these vents. So just been down to the local DIY, 262, cheapest chips, and we need to put round each vent just a bit of draft excluder, so it makes a seal when it goes into the recesses for the airflow. So I've done one, I'll do the other one now, and then we'll bash on. Okay, that's both of those trimmed up with some draft excluder. Something I do need to find is the reverse switch, so I can take a feed to switch the camera on as it engages reverse. But for now, let's see if this works. So this one goes into here. Decent click. And the aerial, we'll leave that for now, I guess. Okay, ignition on. Oh, Alpine. Go leave the aerial in. Up. So I have to excuse my hands, been fitting some side steps, covered in undersail, so English. Let's try the aerial in. So connect it in. Excellent, seems to be working. Right. Next thing then is to figure out these wires for the reversing camera, and then we'll get it put back into the dash. See you soon. Okay, so that's it going back in. All the wires are connected. It's really tight to get it in actually. Didn't really want to fit over this bit underneath here. It was quite tight. Don't want to go in for some reason. Push quite hard to get it in. That's it. Just need the screws. What I had to do as well, I had to leave the air conditioning button sitting out a little bit, because for some reason pushed right in, it sort of jams, it doesn't come back out. That one. I'll tighten those up later. Good. There we have it. Fully working. Piano black. I think it looks quite nice. It's updated it a little bit. All the buttons and everything still work. Yeah. And we've got CarPlay. Although I can't show you CarPlay right now because I'm using my iPhone to video. Right, there it is. Give you a bit of a closer look.
Forgive me my weakness, but I don't Now you're gone, I realize.
We are paging Mr. Baxter, Mr. Jordan, and Mr. Simon to proceed to board.